And here we have the buddy greeting. The buddy greeting. Are you happy? Are you happy? You got a visitor? Where's Dad? Right? Where'd Dad go? Hey, welcome back to D-Loney V8 Motorsports and Burns Brothers Performance. It's a year later. We did this a year ago with a different big block. Got a different car, different big block. George is going to take us through all the details. This one is for the 71 Chevelle. So
yeah. Finally started assembly on this thing, so we're going to go through it and talk about the involved players that helped me out with this thing, and let you know where we're at now and where we're headed. So
right on. So stay tuned. We'll walk through this thing in detail. But first, Sunday Fun Day here at Burns Brothers Performance. Cheers. All right, take us through this 540.
all right, so was it about a month or so ago I disassembled this thing, and if you watched the previous video you saw that it actually broke 6 of the pistons from detonation. So we ordered a new set of Race Tech pistons, and the piston availability was actually pretty slim, so I didn't have very much choices on the pistons that were in stock. So we went with the Race Tech, and we ended up boring at 30 over. So I took everything over to Carbaugh Race Engines. Actually, it's right down the street from me. Tony Carbaugh, and we'll plug the logo here for Carbaugh Race Engines. I've actually known Tony for a long time. He actually used to work for a previous machine shop and branched out on his own. He's got a really nice setup down there, and I'm hoping that when he gets it all tuned up that we're going to do a shop tour down there, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, so I took the short block over to him, and he got this thing tuned up for me. We did have to fly cut the pistons. I'll show you here in a minute, but so the depth was okay. I had plenty of valve to piston up and down, but side to side, the valve was actually into the radius, I guess, the edge of the cut. When I clayed it up yesterday, it had 35 thousandths clearance from side to side. So I took the pistons back to him, and he fly cut them. But the reason being is because these Canfield heads have a massive 2325 intake valve. You know, normally on something like this, you might have a 230, but not a 2325. So we had to open those up a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Just for a visual.
For comparison.
Yeah.
So we had to open those up a little bit to get some clearance there, and now we're back on track, kind of. So I got 3 rods and pistons in this thing, and my old trusty ring compressor finally broke. So that thing broke this morning, so I have to get another one. I did order a different style, didn't like it. I don't know if you ever used one of these before. It worked pretty good until it broke. This thing's pretty old. And the reason why I have to use this one is I have the billet ones that sit flat on the block, but this block's actually O-ringed. So I would have to get another one and have it machined down so it fits in between the opening and the O-ring. So, but yeah, so we're plugging along with this thing, got the cam in it. I did order a new belt. I didn't know this, but the lifespan of the Chevelle belt isn't very long on these, and I found that out yesterday, actually, after talking to Tony. He suggested that I replace it because this car sat for 15 years. So I did look it up, and the lifespan of this belt on a street car is 2 years.
That is a really good public service announcement. Yeah. It's the winter time.
Yep.
Get your Chevelle belts replaced, folks.
So on a drag car, they said 250 passes. I think it was 250. And then on a street car, it's every 2 years. So like I said, this thing sat for 15 years, and there's no way this belt would have survived. It would have snapped. It looks great. You know, they don't look bad at all, but just the chance that thing's going to break and kiss valve the piston, and we don't want to go back to the same spot we're at right now. So, yeah. Absolutely want to give a huge shout out to Tony Carbaugh. He worked with me on this and got it done in a timely manner for me, and actually gave some some advice along the way. And then on Rob Louthan, Louthan Competition, his logo here. He whipped these heads out pretty fast for me. We did end up going with new exhaust valves. The stem on the valves were actually deteriorating a little bit. So we don't know if they were a used set of valves out of another set of heads at another time or what, but he said the guides were perfect, but the valves were not.
All right, well, we showed you some of the new parts, the shiny, right? The machined, the smooth. Here's some of the stuff that got replaced. So maybe tell us a little bit about it, George. There is one of the pistons.
Yeah, so that's the worst one out of the bunch. This one's broken up pretty bad. It's actually broken in between the top and the second ring too. And this is the one that came from that chamber that was beat up a little bit. And then I wanted to show you the valves, what I was talking about on the stems. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but if you can see, I don't know if these are chrome stems. I'm not sure what the material is, but you can tell whatever it is, it's going away. And actually, it's so bad that you can catch your fingernail on the worst spots of it. Yeah, for whatever reason, they were going away, but the guides themselves were in perfect condition. So, yeah, very strange. So, like I said, it's got all new Manley severe duty exhaust valves in it now. So
the new, the old.
Yeah.
Newer is better.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
On this one.
He got those all cleaned up, and he actually had to service them because of the broken pistons. Actually chewed this one up a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the chunks.
It was pretty bad before. I wish I had a before picture, but he cleaned it up pretty good. Obviously not worth welding and fixing that. He did pressure test both of them, so they pressure tested good. But yeah, so we're gonna get this thing assembled and on the run stand, because this car with the manual transmission and the big header tubes, it's kind of a pain to install. So this thing is going to go on the run stand before it goes in the car. So that way, when it's in the car, I know I can just hit the key and it should fire up. So,
yeah. So a couple things. One, the assembly arrangement, I approve. Everything looks good. It's all lined up. I was going to ask you too. You said something about the bearings, and so rolled fillet, right? So the rolled edge on the crankshaft, and you said it had the wrong bearing before, right?
So, actually not on this engine. That was actually your engine had the wrong bearing.
Oh, that's right.
This engine, though, actually, when Tony measured the crank, it was normal size in the center, but it was actually fat on the edge. Okay. So each edge was fat, so he actually had to true that up a little bit. So now it's true all the way across. For some reason, he said whenever they did the polish on it, they got light on the edges. So he got that cleaned up for me, and that's ready to go. So,
all right. So the piston brand again.
It is a Race Tech. So I did some online research, and I'd never heard of them before, and I wanted to make sure it was a good quality piston. So apparently the guy who used to own JE Pistons retired, sold the company, and then decided to start his own company again. So it's Autotech Race Tech, I believe that's what it's called.
Okay.
So he started his own piston company, and then so these are made in USA. I did find that out because I wanted to make sure, and this will give us like 10-to-1 compression with these heads, which will be about right where it was at before. So pretty much the same dome volume.
Okay.
So yeah, these do have. I did notice in the comments of one of the last videos, I believe it was Ron Selberg, when we were talking about the old SRP piston that was in it. He said that now's the time to go to a newer style piston with a better ring pack, and I believe this is what he was talking about, because these are like the metric rings. They're really tiny compared to what was in it before. So pretty sure that's what Ron was talking about. He didn't go into detail, but pretty sure that's what he meant by that. So
the OG Selberg, not so OG.
He's pretty smart,
right?
He's pretty sharp. So
yeah, he is. All right, well, cool. Thanks, George.
Yep.
So these giant intake valves on these Canfield heads, they're that big. What George actually measured it with the calipers. What'd you say they were?
They're 2225 is the beer can, and the valve itself is 2325. So the valve is actually bigger than the beer can.
Really?
Yeah.
Trying to do that math in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 70.
Okay. There you go. Michelob Ultra, if you want to sponsor us, we're in.
There you go.
Yep. It's a G-rated channel too.
Of
so
course.
That.
Absolutely.
More product arrangements. All the gear and fluids that you need to do an assembly.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
After the ring compressor shows up, this thing will be going back together.
Yep. I might run to town, see if I can get one today. If not, I'll order one.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, George.
These heads, they are massive. It's no wonder that this thing makes the power that it does, because somebody did an amazing job when they ported these heads out. They actually went a little too far. They're epoxied back, so
a little bit.
But yeah, this should go together well. I think I got all the bugs ironed out of the assembly. Knock on wood here. So yeah, we should be ripping and tearing here. Maybe have it on the run stand a couple weeks.
Okay, we'll be here to video that.
Yeah.
Right on. Thanks, George, and thanks to George's partners, Rob and Tony.
Yeah, I do appreciate you guys. You know, like I've always said, these are never a one-man show. It always takes other people involved in these projects, and you know, you guys got this stuff back timely for me, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I would say year over year, there's fewer machine shops, not more. And so support your local machinists, folks.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Is he coming back? Where is he? Are you happy, dog? Are you a happy dog? You're not even wet.